What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Espresso, and welcome back to another video here today on the channel. In this one, we're going to be taking a look at what a lot of people are dubbing a 2017 Call of Duty teaser, tweeted by Michael Condrey and Sledgehammer Games, a little bit of a development process that stemmed from the original Sledgehammer tweet, and then Condrey followed up on it with his own, which then prompted some people to believe that maybe this will be a 2017 teaser for Call of Duty. So that said, I'm going to be telling you why I don't necessarily think this will be the case, why this was not intended to be a teaser, but it might still be a possibility, if that makes any sense. We'll get to that in a second, but before we get too far in, if you guys enjoy it, make sure you drop a like down below, and of course, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe to stay up to date with everything Call of Duty wise, and of course, if you guys want to follow me a little bit further, Twitter is the best place to get connected with me outside of YouTube. So while I said that this is probably not something directly related to a teaser, it is still something that might be plausible in terms of the time frame and other things alike here with it. But overall, do I think that this image on screen now, tweeted by Michael Condrey, is something that is a direct teaser for Call of Duty 2017? Not necessarily. Condrey's tweet said, "Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope your day is joyous. Did you see our @Sledgehammer Games card?" and linked the original, but he then says, "Now can you unsee our runner-up?" So the story behind this and where the rumor stems from is that this is the M1911, a classic military weapon used by the US, and also it is a staple weapon in quite a few different Call of Duty games. So it's not something that is out of the ordinary to see for Call of Duty fans. Now, it was in service initially from 1911, currently up until the present day. It's not used as much now, but it is something where we've seen it in games like World at War, Black Ops, and things alike. So it was primarily in that period of, say, the World Wars up until right around the Vietnam era, and that's something that a lot of people are taking this as, say, the first weapon in the next title developed by Sledgehammer. Now, why I don't think this is in fact the case, why I don't think this is going to be something that is a direct hint towards Call of Duty 2017 is the fact that this was a studio-wide art competition that Sledgehammer held. It was used for their entire studio to encourage creativity and to just promote the holiday festive season, and the winner of this design competition would get a PS4 Pro from this said competition once again. It was used to just promote festivity and creativity internally within the studio. So the winner was the card that was tweeted out by Sledgehammer, but as a little joke design, Condrey tweeted out the image that we showcased here on screen, in which it was the M1911 with Call of Duty and Glenn Schofield and Michael Condrey, with their faces photoshopped on the iconic Sistine Chapel painting. And as far as I can tell, this is just simply that, a little gag, a little joke from the internal designs that came out of Sledgehammer's competition. So that said, it is something that I don't see this as a direct teaser, but once again, it could deal indirectly with Call of Duty and 2017. Now, while I don't think that this is something that they intentionally put out there to hype up 2017, it is something that we've talked about multiple times here on the channel, where a past Call of Duty is probably going to be the most likely case here for Call of Duty in 2017, simply because of all the backlash that happened in the past 3 years with the advanced movements and the toned down thrust movement, chain-based movement system that we saw in Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare, and of course, the overall discomfort and bad taste that the very far future left in Call of Duty fans' enjoyment level of the franchise. Taking that into consideration, and also the fact that Sledgehammer has done their best and to the best of their abilities to please the community in what they can, and one thing to take into consideration here with that statement is that Activision is the overarching parent of Sledgehammer, and so Sledgehammer, though some people might not believe that they did their best to give everything they could to the fans, that's something that it doesn't necessarily always fall on them. It's not always their choice. Sometimes they're strong-armed into some things here. That goes with every developer and their publisher. So despite all of that, for the majority, Sledgehammer did what they could to try and listen to the community. They did buffs, nerfs, weapon integrations, and new DLC and content when they could, things like that, to try and keep the game fresh and for players to keep having a brand new level of enjoyment. Even after the launch of Black Ops 3, we saw support. So Sledgehammer is one of these studios that is definitely adamant on giving the fans what they want here with this, and as a result, and especially mixing that then in with the first time that they saw the full development of the distaste once again with exosuits and advanced movement, they saw 3 years of this and had the time to develop on that. So my guess would be that we're going back in the past, whether that be to modern times, World War times, or somewhere in between like a Vietnam game. That would be what would fit the MO of Sledgehammer's business model, and of course, they also were working on a Vietnam game before Activision scrapped that and had them work on Modern Warfare 3. So it is is something that all these factors do come together and maybe work towards this idea of a past game, a Vietnam era game potentially, and something that parallels that of the M1911 picture that was showcased and the weaponry that might be in Call of Duty 2017, but I don't think that there's any direct ties being made from this one simple image and tweet from Condry. So once again, just to sum it all up here, I don't think that the initial tweet is a direct teaser, but I do think that in time we could see something come out where it is a little bit of a parallel, and at that point they didn't cross over intentionally, but may have dipped into what is a coincidental teaser at this point in time. So that said, I think that's where we're gonna wrap it up. Hopefully I clarified this a little bit here for you guys. I've seen a lot of people make videos on the 2017 teaser and talk about it on Reddit, Twitter, all those places, and I wanted to just clarify this here, at least give my thoughts on it. I could be wrong, I could be right, I don't know, it's all something for time to tell, but I want to bring you guys my thoughts and feelings here on this. So hopefully that provides some clarity, maybe gives you one perspective into, say, something else that you might not think about, or maybe it helps strengthen your argument for maybe the idea that it is a COD 2017 teaser if you don't really agree with what I said here. So that said, hopefully you guys did enjoy though. Love to hear your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. Yes, it might be a little bit early to start speculating on COD 2017, but I love this kind of stuff. I love talking about this and thinking about what could be coming up in the next year. So that said, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you guys did, make sure you drop a like down below, and of course, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe to stay up to date with everything Call of Duty 2017, Infinite Warfare, Modern Warfare Mastered, Black Ops 3, all that good stuff. Anything Call of Duty related, we got it here up on the channel, and we got some cool stuff planned on the horizon. So thank you dudes so much for watching. If you guys want to follow me a little bit further, Twitter is the best place to do so. Once again, link is down there in the description below if you guys want to so follow me. That is something that I'm always over on Twitter, so you can pretty much always get a hold of me over there. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. My name is Nikolai Espresso. Take care and peace.